Hey everybody, welcome back to the Yurt, our Yom Sweet Yom. It is December, almost Christmas, and I have a special guest here with me today. Everyone give a warm welcome to my sister.
Hi! Sister, sweet sister.
We are having a sisters weekend up here. Really not a sisters because our third sister is not here with us.
There's a slice of us missing.
Yes, but 3/4 of us sisters are here, and the whole is here for those of you who've watched me for a while, because my other sister has never ever podcast. However, since I've recorded, there has been a lot going on. It's been such a while, and they both came up to visit me my birthday weekend. So I'm going to insert some footage here where you can see our other sister. We were walking in downtown Bryson City. We had gone down there to eat to celebrate my birthday. And here we are walking the streets of Bryson City. So how have you been?
Oh my, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We've had a fun weekend of shopping for ourselves.
Best time. I'm just so happy. Right before I go to bed, right when I get up, this is heaven on earth. This Yurt.
So let me just say, if you're new to the Yurtcast, my name is Joyce, and I am the host of the Ruby Moss Cottage podcast. It is a lifestyle podcast, Yurtcast, about our life here on the mountain, living in our yurt, and all my little crofty endeavors. And this is my sister, Sharon.
The youngest.
And yes, and she is, she pops in from time to time on here,
It's
not
been
real
a while.
often. So yes, it has been a while since
Look
we've
in the
recorded.
camera. Don't look at me. Okay.
I was trying to tell her where to look, so she's trying to boss me around.
Okay.
So it has been a while since you have recorded with me.
Yeah, too long.
Yeah, too long.
Yeah. But I am shy, and I really don't like to be in front of the camera. Ha ha.
She's not shy. She may not like to be in front of the camera, but she is not shy.
Yeah.
So she came up on Thursday evening, and then Friday, drove to Johnson City, Tennessee, and met another knitter, and we had the best time. This was one of my followers, and I'm not going to give her name in case she's not comfortable with her name being broadcast.
Yeah. LB.
But LB. Okay, LB. And LB from Tennessee. How about that?
There we go.
And we met her at a yarn shop, Yarntique, in Johnson City, Tennessee, and we had the best time.
We did.
Oh, my lands, I just love her so much.
I mean, when she walked in that yarn shop, we knew she fit right in.
Yeah, she was just one of us. And so we hung out at the yarn shop for a while, and we'll tell you a little bit about that in our shopping bags. But yeah, we had fun, and then we went to a Mexican restaurant and had dinner, late lunch, early dinner, and we just sat there forever and talked and got to know one another so much. And then we came back up here, and then
our goal was to be home by 6, and we got home at 8:30,
something like that. Yeah, because we found other places to stop on the way home.
Okay.
But then today we got up and we went to Clayton, Georgia, to go down to Isadora Popper.
Yes.
A shop in Clayton, Georgia that is also a knitter friend of mine, and she used to have a shop in Waynesville, and now she moved down there. And it's like a yarn, part of it's yarn, part of it's a gift boutique. It's an amazing shop. So we spent maybe an hour or so there, and did the other little shops around there, and had a good lunch. Universal Joint is the name of it.
Oh.
And then we came back up here on the mountain, and we have been knitting, and we have been sipping. Where's your tea? Look at our mugs that we got. We got those yesterday. It says taking it one stitch at a time.
And isn't this the verbiage we hear from you
all the time
at the end of every podcast?
Yes.
So you could tell them you made these.
Well, I didn't.
And,
if they see them at Hobby Lobby, they'll know.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but if you want, we could make this, it's at Hobby Lobby, near the sewing section. We could make this our podcast mug. So all of you viewers, if you want to go to get you one of these mugs, and then when you sit and watch me podcast, you can drink your cuppa along with me, and we'll have our little, I know, let's take a moment. Okay?
Okay.
We can take a moment and we can sip our cuppa together. In both of ours is, I'll probably edit that out. In our tea is Sip and Be Merry.
Okay.
By, I'm trying to think, I can't think of the name of the tea company.
I don't know.
Republic of Tea, I think.
Oh,
but anyways, it's their Christmas tea, and it's delicious. With 2 teaspoons of honey. What do you have in yours? 1 or 2?
2.
2 teaspoons of honey with a Santa-sized spoon, so it is delicious. So, we have rambled, but let me tell you, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for joining me. Like I said, it has been a while. I will tell you a little bit. I have been...
We're podcasting.
I only have 10% battery left. That's what it's telling me. I have really been busy because I haven't shared it on the podcast, but Todd, he travels a lot. And like he hasn't been here hardly any in the last 8 months. No. May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 8 months. The last 8 months. So I go back and forth to Charlotte a lot. I've had my girl grandies up here with me. I've gone to West Virginia. So I am gone a lot. And it's hard for me to just kind of, when I'm here, it's full on here. It's like I'm taking care of the yurt by myself, like I'm getting the water by myself. I'm bringing in the wood by myself. You know, and on top of my chores of laundry and cleaning and all of that stuff that goes in to keeping the yurt up. So I have not had a lot of time to just sit and record because I haven't been here. And when I have been here, I have been like pumping out Christmas gifts. So I will show you what I have been working on that's really taken a lot of my time.
And please don't take so long the next time.
I'm going to do my best.
Okay.
I am leaving.
We miss you.
I'm leaving to go to Wisconsin to be with Todd for the next month or so. after Christmas. The day after Christmas we leave. So I'm going to try to record from up there.
Yes.
Where life will be a little slower for me
Yes.
after that point. Christmas is over, my projects are done, and I think Todd will be coming back with me for a while. So hoping that it won't be such a rat race for me.
True.
But yeah, so I've been having to keep all of this up by myself, and it's been a real chore. But I love it. I'm not complaining. It's just that's why I haven't recorded for a while. Thank you to everyone who has checked on me. I am fine. We are fine. Life is good. And I have just been loving life on the mountain when I'm here. Otherwise, I've been loving life with my family, wherever it takes me. And just been having a good old time. And I have missed recording, and I have enjoyed talking back and forth to those of you who have checked on me. So thank you for that. I don't think there's any other housekeeping to take care of. I know what it was I was going to check out. I was going to pull a winner for the Charming Color Work. Okay. I had said that I was going to pull a winter. I'd like to pull a winter. We need snow. It is very cold up here, and we have the wood burning stove going, but
It's so cold, the frost has stayed on the ground all day.
Yeah, up here.
Yeah.
And I need to pull a winner from the last podcast out of the comments. So I'm going to do that, and I will add that to the end of the podcast. I will announce who the winner is of this Charming Colorwork Socks book by my friend Charlotte Stone. Yeah, it is an amazing book. So I've already given the winner. Why do I keep saying winter? I have already given the winner on the Instagram page. Now and that book has already been sent off. Now I'm giving this. I will pull a winner from the comments, and you will be receiving this in the mail. What I will do is at the end of this, you'll see it pop up. Your name will pop up as the winner. And then you can get in touch with me with the address. If you want to get in touch with me, hopefully you're on Instagram where you can direct message me there, because I'm sure you don't want to leave a comment and leave all of your information for me to get. We'll figure out a way. Hopefully you're on Instagram. If you're not on Instagram, leave a comment below and tell me that you're the winner, and we'll try to figure out a way for us to communicate that I can get your address and I can get you one of these books sent out. So that is an amazing book. Great for the first of the year. You can start new projects and start having fun with the new year knitting. I am trying to think if that's all the housekeeping that I've told who we are. Yeah, I think that's it. I do want to say this about the book club. I announced the book club in September. I announced that we would be reading the book September by Rosamund Pilcher. And of course, I haven't recorded since then. I also said I would go, let me know who you are that are going to be reading it, and I would start the thread on Instagram, but I didn't do that either. I was just so overwhelmed. So hopefully you have read the book. Hopefully you enjoyed the book. And if so, I finished reading it. I loved it, but it was a very slow read. I started it in September. I just finished it this week. I just finished it. You came Thursday. I think I finished it Thursday morning. Okay. So it took me a long time to read it, and I did love it. I will pick a new book in January, and we'll talk about that on my next podcast, because I'm in the throes of Christmas right now, so I'm not pulling a book to read.
Why don't you choose January book?
Do you know a book that's called January?
Well, in September.
That was a book called September. Just so happened. Do you know a book that's entitled January?
I'll research.
Okay, yeah. She doesn't read, obviously, as you can tell. Okay, I will say, what is wrong with this picture? Can you tell what is wrong with this picture? I told her to remind me to paint my fingernails before we went Thursday.
Well, you didn't have to tell them. They would have never noticed.
They would have seen it. So, she didn't remind me. But before we left, I painted this hand. And then I said, now remind me to paint this other hand when we get there.
So she's been traveling everywhere, in and out of all these stores.
Ta-da! One hand's painted, one hand isn't.
Luckily, we haven't been standing close to each other when we're out in the public.
Because you would be ashamed of me?
Yes.
All right.
Never.
Let's start
never
with our gift bag. Because when we met LB from Tennessee, she gave us gifts.
Oh, yes.
And she gave us some cookies. She gave me some cookies. They're gone.
They are.
They're all gone. They were so delicious. Oh. Then she gave us both these little scrubbies. And a little, it's not for your face. How did I tell I told you that. Little scrubbies. I think they're really meant for dishes.
Yeah.
And then a little dishcloth.
Yes.
So this are these not gorgeous?
What's your cup?
Okay, stop.
What's your cup?
Isn't this gorgeous? I just love these.
Oh, yes.
So she sent us the YouTube video that has the directions. So I hope, I'm not going to need any for a while because these will last. But I would love to make some and give them as gifts because this was such a beautiful gift that she gave. Yeah, it was packaged so pretty. So that is in my gift bag. And then she also gave me this skein of yarn by Noro. And the pattern, I can't remember what the name of the pattern is. I'll have to ask her again. But it's really for just a little, like a little handkerchief. Mm-hmm. It just ties. So I'm going to get started on that.
That is your color.
I know, it's my color. And then at the yarn shop, they actually had that.
Oh.
That, it was,
did you not? Yeah, they did.
And so I loved it. So unbeknownst to me that this was in my little gift bag that LB gave me. So thank you. And I love, love, love that. Okay. So that's all gifts per se. However, I'm doing Advent with Marta, my dear friend Marta from Martushka Makes. And I'm going to pop in here. This is out of my bags, but I'll pop it in here since I'm talking about Advent. But I had made, actually it was like last January, she said, hey, do you want to do Advent together next year? And I said, no, it was like when Advent was starting up last year. She goes, hey, do you want to do an Advent next year? And I said, sure, let's do that. And, okay, we'll talk about it after the first of the year. We'll talk about a theme and all that. Well, then time went on. I knew we were going to do it, but we really didn't talk about it for quite a while. So I don't know when we actually did start talking about it. But I knew what I wanted to make her. So I'm going to pop a picture in here of the Advent calendar. And if you follow Marta, you've already seen it. But this is the Advent calendar that I made her. And so, I had the best time doing that. I've wanted to make that Advent calendar for so long. So I finally got to do it, sent that off to her. And she's been making, she obviously sent her Advent to me. And I wanted to get that. That's what she made me this beautiful pin cushion, but it's back there. But look at this little zippered pouch. Oh my lands, she embroidered that. It is so amazing. Gorgeous. And the inside,
she's so talented.
I love it, Marta. Yes, she is so talented. And also, I've been getting bits and bobs like you do with Advent. That has been the most fun.
Oh, and her little label.
I know, isn't it so professional? Martushka Makes. So fun. That has been so fun. Every morning I get up. I can't wait to come in here and open up my Advent. But yeah, such cute little things. Oh, in here is some little stitch markers that she sent. They're little owls.
Oh.
I don't know that you can tell. I don't know. Anyway, there were 4 little owls. 2 of them are on a project that I'm making with the Advent minis, and I'll show you that when I'm talking about what's in my bag. But let's just go ahead and move on to what's in our bags. What have you been knitting?
Baubles.
Baubles. We've both been knitting baubles. Look how beautiful. So this is a Kate Celine pattern.
It is.
And you just use your minis. It is a free pattern if you go to Kate Celine, her website. And then Sharon was making them, and we were sending pictures back and forth, and she had added the little bows. You really can't see your bow that well on here. Hold on, let me get one of mine off the tree. This one doesn't have, this one you can see the bow. Oh, a little more. See my bow. And then I have added little stitch markers to the ones I sent off to friends. And then I also added a bell to the one I made for my sister-in-law. So when she was making this today, I gave her a little bell to add to hers.
Jingle bells.
So isn't that cute? They are the most
adorable.
Fun to make. Free pattern, just takes your little minis, and it's easy peasy.
What great little gifts.
They are, and so she's done that. She offers that up for free if you want to make little baubles.
Actually, in the month of December, that's all I've made, baubles.
Yeah.
So I've
made a lot of baubles too.
Anything in my bag.
Another thing I'm doing this with all the little minis. It's such a mess here because we were setting up for the podcast, but I have another, here's the other sock. Okay, so I'm knitting sock with the Advent minis that I'm getting from Marta. I am making, I'm making socks with all the minis. So this is one sock and this is the other. So they're going to be mismatched wabi sabi. And I'm going to offer up the pattern. I'm just going to offer it up to the people who support me on Buy Me a Coffee, which, let me say, I did forget to say that at the beginning. If you want to support this Yurt cast, you can go to my Buy Me a Coffee page. It's in the show notes, or not the show notes, the description down below. There's a link there. You can go buy me a coffee. And that just says, hey, I love your work. Thank you for the 45 minutes of entertainment. And yeah, you can go support me there. And I thank you so much for that. It just means, it really makes me realize it's worth the effort to do all this. But that is what I'm working on. I've worked on that all week in baubles. So yeah, the pattern is not there yet. It'll be after Christmas because I've got minis to work on to, clear up through Advent. So they're going to be big slouchy socks, and like I say, it'll be free to those who support me through Buy Me a Coffee. So I'm working on that. That is what's in my bags as well. You're working on socks. You just didn't bring them with you.
Right.
Because,
socks for my husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do not have that.
Okay. I am also working on a sweater. I haven't really worked on a lot of it lately. But it's I'll show you what pattern it is. It's the Wool and Honey by Andrea Mowry. And I've got this, or you can see the little color work, not color work, the little details. So yeah, I'm just doing the yoke.
That's a good color.
Yeah, I love
also.
It. It is, I will tell you what it is. The yarn is Loft. And it's the cinnamon color. So it's Loft the cinnamon color. Yeah, so that, I've been working on that. And I have really, that's all that's in my bags, I think.
And you made, I know you finished this project for a while.
This has been a long time ago. This is, it's also an Andrea Mowry. Do you remember do you remember what it is? I'll have to put it down here. But it's also an Andrea Mowry, and yeah, I love it. It's one of my favorites.
And mention the sweater I made.
Yeah,
by Belk.
Yes.
I've only made one sweater, and that's my goal in the new year, is do another sweater that fits me.
You could do that. You can do that. That's easy peasy.
Yeah.
I have been really good about ripping out my bags. Like if I don't want to knit it anymore, I've frogged it. I have one sweater that's on the go. It's the one that Natalie from Remembrances Pottery came out last year. Her last year Christmas sweater, still not finished. It's to the yoke. I was thinking about just ripping it all out and starting it over in wool until I showed Sharon, and then you were like,
oh, yeah.
no, don't rip it out. So it felt so good. I'm not, but hopefully it'll be done by next Christmas. So there's no need to even pull that out. But I finished the blanket that I was crocheting for my sister. Pop that picture in here. I finished that, so I've got that out of here, and she loved it. It looks so good. So I guess we'll transition to what's out of my bags. So I've got that blanket gone. And it's been so long since I've recorded. I really cannot remember. I know I did that. I know I did the Advent for Marta. I finished that up, so that was out of my bags. I just really can't remember whatever else it was that I was doing that I took out of my bags. So, but I did do something. It was not knitting. Done. Oh, there is one more thing that's knitted. I was doing, you remember this shawl, and it's another Andrea Mallory pattern. It's called the Everyday Shawl. I am doing this knit along with a friend in Barcelona. And I finished mine.
I didn't realize you finished that.
Yes. And it blocked out beautifully. Oh my goodness. Now, I must say, I have all the buttons to add. And I haven't added those yet. But this is so big. And it is so soft. And, I mean, look how long it is. I mean, it's long.
Yes.
I absolutely love it. There's so many different ways to wear it, but there's buttons on it. And so there's buttonholes. So I don't know all the different ways that you can wear it. I'm going to have to look up the hashtag, but it is going to be massive and it's going to be warm. I love it. I love it. I knit this with, and I can't remember. I think it's Malabrigo, but I'm not 100% sure. And it was like farmhouse, or the color was farmhouse or something. But yes, I love it. So
elegant.
Yeah, you know, when I was knitting it, I thought I might dye that when I'm done because of gray. But I wear a lot of black, so that would be pretty against black or navy. I think it'll pop. So that is out of my bags. That's knitting wise. Now, drum roll, please. We were watching National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That's why I said that. Okay, remember me telling you about my mother-in-law giving me all of that Christmas fabric that I can make a quilt with.
Oh my.
So instead of making me a quilt, I made 2 quilts, one for each of my daughters for Christmas. And so it's their grandmother's fabrics and my work of putting it all together. So this is what the quilts look like. Okay, I cannot see. Are they showing up in the?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Whoa.
That
what do you think of that?
That is my quilt. Now both quilts are the same, except for the binding. This quilt, the binding is fabrics that were left over. So all the way around, that is the binding. This quilt, I did not have enough binding, enough of this fabric to do the binding with. So this, I had to use some red that I had on hand. But they're identical other than that. I've got, the background is blue, and I just stitched the ditch with red, and you can see, I don't think that's going to show up. But anyway, it's quilted with red, and they're finished. I'm going to give it to them Christmas Eve, and I cannot wait to do that. They are just lap-sized. So, but I mean, like, if we were sitting here together, all snuggled up, it would be nice and warm to watch a movie.
Yes.
I love them. I love them so much. I know they're going to love them. So the goal was, where's the corner? The very last corner.
Of course.
Right here, I was going to stencil or like embroidery Christmas 2022 right here on this strip. I don't know if that's going to get done. It's a great thought, but that's a lot of work yet. And here we are, Saturday before Christmas. And what's Christmas Eve next Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
I have 7 days. And I've got to get the yurt all closed up. And I just don't think it's going to happen. So
well, maybe you can get it back from them. And
yeah, maybe I can do it through the year and just put Christmas 2022 on it. But yeah, so that has been, now you know why. I mean, like I pushed my, I worked cutting these out. It was intense labor. And I had to get them all done. And I just could not, I didn't stop to do much of anything. I mean, like daylight till dark, I would be quilting, just cutting pieces, sewing pieces together. And that's why.
And it's not like a big block. I mean, you've got strips.
Like 4 strips make a block.
Yeah.
A square.
But most quilts, it's like a solid block, right?
Well, there's different patterns. Okay. Yeah, this is a pattern I've been wanting to do for so long.
Okay. And
I will never do it again. I will not ever do it again because to cut, I think it was 4 strips. Each block has 4 strips of 2.5 by 5.5. I think 2.5 by 8.5.
Yeah, that sounds.
And then I only had so many fabrics to work with. So I was trying not to repeat.
Yeah.
And so many fabrics per row, this way per row, this way. It was just real tricky to do. And so I know I'm done with this pattern. I'm glad I did it. I love the look of it, but I will never do that pattern again.
Do you cut the strips with scissors or rotary?
Rotary.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no. Not scissors, rotary. Yeah.
Very nice. Very talented.
I love it. So to my mother-in-law, thank you for the fabrics. Oh. And your granddaughters are going to be thrilled. I will send you a video of that.
Have you sent her a picture?
Well, I went to go visit her a couple of weeks ago, and I had the toppers done.
Okay.
So I took the toppers to her to see. And
she was delighted.
Yeah. Yeah, she wants, to see them. I told her, I tell the girls when they go up to see her to take the quilts with them so she could see them. All right. So now we were moving on to our shopping bags. And we really did, we went shopping, but we didn't really.
Especially today.
I was telling Sharon, I said, I'm kind of disappointed in what I got, or what I just didn't come home with a lot. And then it was like, it's not even so much that I'm disappointed that I didn't bring home more. I'm disappointed that we didn't find more. Like, there needs to be a whole new stuff for knitters to hit the market, because it's like you go to a yarn shop and I've got so much yarn. Okay, I don't need to carry more yarn home. And then, okay, I've got a lot of bags. I did bring more bags home. But like the notions, you just want something to wow you. You just want something to go, oh, that's it. That's my thing. Yep, I have to have that. And we didn't have that. And so then I just come home with we had fun.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just like, like I say, the cups, the mugs, I'm the most excited about the mugs. Anyway, so you want to show us what you got? Because I can do a lot of
Is this crochet?
No, I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
So
what is that?
Look at this bag.
Maybe it is crochet. Yeah, I think it is.
So I got this at the yarn shop yesterday in Johnson City. It's just a basic crocheted. Oh, I just love it. bag. I carried it with me today, and I was checking out. The cashier noticed it and complimented, so that made me feel good.
I love that.
Yeah, it's not. It has a nice weight to it.
Very substantial.
Not
yes.
too heavy. But yes, I love it. Then I got, remember I want to say bandana, but
it was handkerchief.
yeah.
But, like, she gave me this for that.
Yeah.
This is the bigger version of it.
So I got this yarn for that, and it'll be a longer handkerchief.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know the name, but yeah, I am a bright, colorful person, and I usually don't pick colors in the golds and browns, but this is perfect for, I'll call it the handkerchief for now.
Mm-hmm.
So I got that yesterday. And then this yarn I got for a cow, to make a cow. And really, this doesn't do it much justice. But it's got the burgundy and the blue.
Is dash
the
yarn? So it's a chunky?
Yeah, it is chunky. And I plan to make a cow with it. So this was the only yarn. Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. It's a kit to make this slouchy hat.
I love that.
Blue sky fibers. But yeah.
Oh, look at that deliciousness. Womp.
You know, it'll probably be a while before I make it. Who knows? Maybe next winter. But it's a beautiful little presentation to sit in my knitting room. So I don't know if I got it for decor or to make and put on my head. We shall see. And then I needed a pom-pom.
For the hat she's going to make.
No, the hat's made.
Oh, the hat's made. Okay, good.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, don't tell me you lost the clip again.
So this will be on the top of my hat. And other than that, I got some notions and some lavender. Me and my lavender. Mm-hmm. Lavender hand lotion. Very fun weekend. I mean, there's a piece of me that's starting to drop because we have to depart in the morning.
We have Christmas coming up. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, true.
So I bought, and I don't know what the name of them. This was exciting to me because I'd never seen this before. Yeah, but it's the cables, and they twist, they turn. So once they're onto your interchangeable needles, the cable will turn. That's the best I can explain it. They only had one size 24-inch, and I really wanted one in every size, but this was the only size they had, so I bought that. So now I'm on the hunt for that. They had this pattern knit up in Noro, and it was beautiful. But they did not have the Noro yarn that I wanted, because I wanted exactly like the mannequin. Mm-hmm. And I know that my niches are going to be laughing at me when I say that, because of course I wanted it like the mannequin. Mm-hmm. That's the way I do. But they didn't have enough yarn to knit it in. So I bought the pattern, and this is black and white, so you're not going to be able to tell, but it's the Wonderful Wallaby for grown-ups. And you know what? I think there is. Okay, so this is in solid colors. If you can imagine it in beautiful Noros, but it's like a hoodie. So I I took a video of us at this yarn shop. So So yeah, that is what I want you to.
More. Look at that. More, I like it.
Then this bag I got there.
Look at that.
This was at Yarntiques. Okay, I am very happy with this bag, and I had to have it. But as I was sitting there, I was thinking, there's a lot of threads here. Like you can see like right there, that thread, I don't know if you can tell. See right there? There were just a lot of little strings that I thought, this sewist just didn't clip all the strings. And I wish I would have had someone else inspect the bag, because I got here, we got back home, and I was telling my sister about it, and she looked at it, she goes, well, look here. She forgot to even sew in. There's a big gap right there. She forgot to sew in when she turned it inside out. And I know mistakes happen. I really do. But when you pay that much for a bag, you don't expect that. And I'm not, I mean, I know it could happen. It just happens.
Right.
But as makers, if we're going to sell things, we need to be a little bit careful. And we need to really, really inspect our work to make sure that things like that don't happen. Because then, I mean, I can fix that. I'll fix that and stitch that up. Yeah. But I shouldn't have to. That's one bag. You know me and my bags. So today we went and I got another bag. I got one of the new Delaque bags. And it's the waxed canvas. And the cool thing is, not one bag, but two bags. Ta-da! You get another bag with it. So they'll just be great roll-up bags to put down in my bag and go.
Yes.
So I'm happy about that. I like it. But I mean, I've got such a weakness for bags.
You do. You really do.
I love, love, love bags. So anyway, I got that. And I think that's about it, isn't it? Today I got this. What else did I get today?
The little stitch, the width, the size of the stitch, and I don't have mine.
Actually, I got like another needle gauge. I needed one of those, and for my needles, the different sizes of needles, and then also it could be a yarn gauge. Like it has fingering weight, like lace weight, fingering weight, DK, not something then sport, or sport then DK, worsted. So if your yarn fit in this little groove, you knew that was the weight that your yarn was. So I got those just to put in my notions bag.
Were those cocoa notions?
No, twig and horn, I think.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
I'll have to look to make sure, but I think it was. And then I also got a little felted thing to stick in my flower pot for my plants.
Oh, yes.
But I already put that away.
Oh, okay.
So that, I see something over here. I won this, and I'm going to show it because I like the bag, and I told her I would promote her work on my podcast. So here is a bag I won. Look how cute for the holidays. I mean, now this is a well-made bag. It is, and it also came with a little needle minder. But the maker is...
Oh, I love this.
I've got it all ready to go to Wisconsin. I'm going to make this. What is that? The triangle, the striped triangle garter. No, it is the striped triangle garter wrap. So that is what I'm going to take. So I've got the yarn all wound and ready to go. But I want to look for the name of the maker. Oh, here it is. Put the glasses back on. Chestnut Fibers. So she did an amazing job of sewing this up. I love snowman too, and it's so happy and jolly for this winter season. And I will have snow when I'm in Wisconsin, so I'm so excited. Will. And the lining on the inside, I mean, this is really top notch. So if you want to support a maker, a small maker, one who just goes the extra length, the ends of her drawstring is closed in. I really like that feature. I do too. So Chestnut Fibers. I know she's on Instagram, so check her out. And thank you. I cannot remember your name, but thank you, Chestnut Fibers, for the gift that I won. I think it was Dana Ray Makes. Somehow I won for her. So, yeah, that was an amazing win. I think that's everything. I'm looking around at this mess around me. I am making some more squares for this blanket here. Yeah. I want to get that off my needles. and out of my bags at some point. And I think that's everything. Are you ready for Christmas?
Almost 80%.
Okay.
I've got to get a few gift cards, but the hard
Yes.
purchases are done.
Me too. I am ready and wrapped, and just have a few more stocking
Mine aren't
stuffers for the
wrapped.
baby. So, I think that's everything.
Well, it was a joy to be with
I'm
you.
so happy you were back.
Yes. I love the Ruby Moss Cottage audience.
Yes, I have the best followers in the world. Thank you all so much. I will try to be better the new year. Follow me on Instagram and you can keep up with my daily makes. I'm going to try to be better about posting there too. Really, I've just been so busy. And I hate, you hear people say, I'm so busy, I'm so busy. I hate to hear that, but I really have been. I mean, I've been a one-man show up here, and that's been a lot. And then just trying to balance all the family, and then, running back and forth because it gets lonesome up here, and I just want to be with people. So, yeah, but I feel like the holidays are going to be behind me. Time will slow down. I'll either be in Wisconsin with Todd or he'll be here with me. And life will be just a little easier, I feel like.
Right.
So, I am packing because I will have nothing to do there because he will be working. And so I will be making all day long. I'll have nothing to do but take walks and makes. And he said
cook.
And cook. And he said he was going to take me to some yarn shops up there. So that will be fun. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. It's right near Lake Michigan, so he's going to take me there. And I know it'll be cold, but I'm taking all of my woolens and I'm taking my ski pants or my snow pants. So I'm hoping that I can at least walk around there. And that might be naive of me. It might be just really colder than I think, because he said the coldness up there is unbelievable. But if you were in the area and you know of a good yarn shop, so let me know. We could meet there, or you could just tell me, hey, you've got to check this out or that out. Quilt shop. I've got a lot of fabric, but I don't have a lot of yarn. I cleaned out my wool. That's why I didn't buy any yarn this weekend, because I showed Sharon. I said I cleaned out just my wool alone. It was crazy. I'm like, I cannot buy any more yarn. Just cannot.
I'm glad you didn't.
I did
this weekend.
I was very good.
You do not need one more skein of yarn. No.
Yes, Mommy.
Use what you have.
I will. I'm going to my plans. I've got plans to do that.
We shall see.
I will. You're one to talk. You buy more yarn than I do now.
Well, my stash isn't as big as yours.
Well, it's pretty big. All right, well, that's it.
Oh, yes.
I love you all. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for checking on me. Thank you for putting up with us. And just remember that in all you do, take it one stitch at a time.
Nice. I like the cuff and everything. Is that so you can put them all the way over your
Yeah.
hand? Oh,
Yeah.
I have ones too in the car that I brought, but I like that style.
Thank you.
What's she doing?
Oh,
Hi.
goodness.
You'll be on the podcast.
And you know what's another thing, Joyce, is that I always watch it on TV.
Yeah, now you'll be on the big screen.
Yeah. But then I can't message. I have to go onto my iPad then to send a message.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have to hit the like, I can't do it on my TV.
Is she sick? Okay, I'm going to go potty. I have everything scattered, so I'll be right back.